After a month of heavy fighting, we have managed to encircle almost 40 divisions of the northern Scandinavian armies, and are now just working towards wiping them out. And then we will continue the general offensive to reach our goal of capturing most of Sweden and Norway. One thing I haven't looked at in a while is resistance, and resistance targets 24%, but it's workable. And the resistance is actually starting to slow down a little bit in the other occupied territories. How is the compliance looking, which is a much more interesting factor? So we're about halfway there in these territories here, but obviously in the occupied territories in the north, that is not so much the case. Interestingly enough, this should be. Why am I not having resistance here? Maybe because I haven't captured the whole region yet. But I should be starting to see resistance, because this is not my core territory. So quite interesting. This is Finland still. This is still Finland, but this is Sweden. So we should be seeing anything there. Anyway, we'll be letting the planning bonus go up a little bit, because right now, yeah, it's not there. Especially not from these divisions. These ones actually have. Yeah, we'll let that build up a little bit. We'll let these stew somewhat, these divisions, and we'll see what they do. I don't think they can break through there. The air war, we do have our ground attack forces in the region, but we've sent the fighters to Novgorod to challenge the Allies, which is costing us a lot of fighters. But even on interception. But we are hoping to reduce the amount of trains that we're losing here, because our logistics fulfillment is getting into trouble, and that is going to cause us massive problems down the road. So we are going to have to build up the level of AA here, especially in the Novgorod region. We are starting to shoot down a fair amount of planes, but they are sending so many bombers in now that we're going to need a lot more AA, where that came from, to inflict them sufficient losses that they will be that they will no longer cause that much damage to us. The other thing, we don't obviously have radar coverage in the Novgorod region, which means our air operations are not as effective as they could be. Who's trying to land again? It's France this time. The Yugoslavians, by the way, have taken over from the Polish when it came to throwing themselves against our defenses. So that's the new Allied approach. Still a big division of command, but so my trains are starting to worry me significantly. In fact, we might even... No, I'm not going to throw any more factories on it just now. I think I might throw one more factory, so we can reduce artillery to 5. I think that's a fair value. So we'll have 9 factories on armored trains, and we'll try to spit them out as quickly as we possibly can, while trying our best to do something about the Allied operations here, and to prevent the losses of these trains. So in that regard, just building up more state level AA hopefully can help as well. So we now have 7 anti-air guns in the region, but we're still losing trains, and our aircraft are getting somewhat diminished. I am going to... How am I looking in terms of production? I am mildly... How are my naval wings? My naval wings are starting to take quite a few losses as well. So I might put my let's put the naval wings on. Let's get them off missions for now, so we can replenish these. And we are going to get the. We're going to reorder the. No, actually, they have. We've got 6 factories on fighters, so they take priority in terms of replenishment. And over the naval bombers, and then like this. Yeah, that makes sense. Still short on aluminium, but such is life. And yeah, we will see that we can build sufficient amounts of AA in the Novgorod region. I don't think that's Novgorod, but that is probably still. And we'll max that one out as well. So let's see which one that is. That should be on the south here. Yeah, Vitebsk, Pskov, and Luga. All these need to be increased, but please finish off the. Okay, the fortifications can wait. Finish off the AA that's currently under works, please, before you do anything else. Okay. Is that in the Novgorod region? Yes, it is. Okay, so as much as possible, we'll try to increase the AA, reduce the amount of trains that we're losing, and do what we can. Okay, modern torpedo launchers are done. Can we? That is torpedo attack. Yes. Nope. Just research it regularly. I'm not going to spend naval XP on that just yet. These attacks are just holding. Oh, the Soviets are launching a major offensive here against us. Interesting. This is sort of the last holdout we have in this position, but given that the railway lines are cut anyway, I'm happy to defend from behind the river, I guess. But interesting that they are launching such concentrated attacks here. It looks like the Soviets are they stable? I don't think they're stable here. I think the Allies, the Allies are definitely still pushing, and yet they are focusing on me once more, trying to break my positions here. And I think we'll just fall back behind the river, to be honest. It's annoying because this is a fortified position, but I don't think they can get across the river. We're still holding the position here on the other side of the river, and we've got the alternate railway networks in place anyway, so it's not an issue of railway and supply. Talking about which, we had 40% fulfillment. We've got 44 trains left. This is going to become a significant issue. The French have landed here. Support dealing with that, please. But this is soon going to become a significant issue if we cannot do something about this incessant bombardment in Novgorod, and that is I think that is still the main region where we are losing trains. We're also losing trains over eastern Poland, but I don't know where we actually. Where are we actually having AA here? Yeah, this is all still pending, so that we need to handle next. So effectively, we need to max out the state level AA across these regions here, to be honest, because that's the only way. That's the only way that we are going to that we're going to not drown in these problems. So I'm going to prioritize all the AA construction now at this point, and just making sure that we can get that all done. That's all AA. That's all AA, and now we just need to get the Novgorod ones back on top that we've had on the works. Wilno, Not this one. And yeah, Naval, but Novgorod is at the same position at the as west-eastern Poland now, so that's going ahead. This definitely needs to go ahead, and this one is already under construction. So let's finish off the ones that we're already constructing, and then get through the AA as much as we can, because we can't sustain this with fighters. We're doing our best here with interceptions, but we can't really sustain it. They have reduced the amount of fighters they've got in the air, but they're shifting them around a lot, I think. Probably also due to the general offensives that they're launching. But if we lose too much supply, then even the defense will become threatened. So right now the defensive position are still okay to hold, but if this falls any lower, then it's gonna get really difficult. So can we launch? How's our planning progress? Not there yet. Okay, so planning bonus is sort of halfway. So let's make sure that we get through that. Do we have any medals that we can award? Citations. Yeah, definitely. We've got some divisions here that I can just spend some. I think these are most of them are defensive divisions, except for this one. That's one of our marine divisions. So we can give them plus 5% attack or plus 10% breakthrough. I think breakthrough is good. So let's do that. We've even got some of our port guard divisions who can receive medals, but let's see who else we can just give some medals to. These are defensive division mainly, so medal for bravery is a good choice. They've even got more potential medals that they can take, but I don't have any more political power. Okay. So that's still ongoing. We'll wait for the planning bonus to have completed. My operative is still building an intel network in Sweden, so hopefully we'll have some advantage from that as well. So we'll let this run for a little bit, and yeah. Okay, don't counterattack that. Stop. Just hold these positions here. Let the Soviets have that. We're behind river lines. It's defensible. We can always retake it in the future if we need to, and we've got the railway network coordinated. Okay, French division has been sorted out. The port guard divisions have taken care of that, and Brest-Litovsk is holding. The Germans might be getting pushed back here. We'll see, but I'll let them sort that out. I'm here really just to hold the lines and to try and make sure that we are not running out of trains. That is my biggest problem right now. We're still losing more planes in trains in Novgorod, but they look at the amount of planes that they have in the air. That is a lot of bombing that's happening. So this region definitely needs to complete first, and that means that takes priority. Vitebsk takes priority. Wilno not so much. Anything that's inside the Novgorod region, and I'm actually going to get these done as well, because I think it's per air region. So let's get Pskov and Luga done as well, and hopefully that'll start costing them more and more bombers and support planes, and we'll start wearing them down eventually as our state level AA goes up. We have another naval invasion hitting Tallinn. It's the Dutch. I don't think that's a massive problem for us. And everything else is holding, and no one's doing any breakout attempts in the north. And we are slowly building more trains. We're still going to get a little better, but we've lost a lot of trains from the incessant bombing there. So that's what it is. Planning bonus is still relatively low, so we'll hold off. Although these divisions actually, no, these divisions have a full plan preparation. So let us. Is this accessible from the other side? No, it isn't. But it's accessible from here. So let's use 2 divisions again. Make this attack here. Assault there and support here. And now we should be getting planning bonus 60%. Yeah. So that's definitely happening. And then the idea is to link up over there if we can. Well, we'll see what we can make happen. Alternatively, where can we go from here? Nowhere really, but let's see how far we can push it. The other alternatively, we can try to assault in the north here, and kind of try to close off this northern part. That might also be an option, but in fact, that might actually be the better option, to be honest. So maybe instead of doing that, we will assault here and try to break through this sort of. Let's see if that's happened. Yeah, I need to redo the assault because I've just pulled my divisions off. I know, but change of plans, folks. Change of plans. And this division supports the assault. Okay, there we go. And we've got the railway gun helping out as well. And everything else is holding. Everything else is holding. They have landed near Tallinn, so let's kick them out from there again. We'll not be having with the Dutch holding any of our positions here. So we've taken this, and we'll try to cut them down here in the north a little bit if we can. Although closing that gap is going to be tricky. We might be able to break this. So we'll get these divisions to attack and these divisions to support. And that'll hopefully allow us to at least maybe these two can keep pushing. We'll see. I thought I told you to support. Okay, one of you can come and close there. Okay, we've taken this position, and I think we've already taken that. So you can move on. We need one division to remain here, please. But we're already moving on. We might have the possibility to cut off the north here if we can make that happen. And that looks ambitious, but we can support that from the north. And I think with that we almost have it. We just need the one division here. You stay, you move on. And okay, we lost the momentum there. We will need to wait for these other two divisions to get through. Okay, almost done. The Dutch here are almost defeated. Boink! There she goes. Okay, Dutch defeated. That invasion has been taken care of. The Soviets are now pushing even more aggressively, but this is across the river lines now into fortified or semi-fortified positions. I don't think they're going to get through that one. But we do need to keep a bit of an eye here that they're not amassing sufficient troops to break into Leningrad. Part of the problem is obviously that we're starting to run low on supply everywhere due to our general logistics problems. Okay, let's begin. Let's begin the assault here. Support from the north. Support. No, I said. Okay. I don't want to give up this position here. I can't give up this position. So we'll have to launch the assault from here. Support from the north. Nah, this division doesn't have any org. And Riga is next. Yeah, we're set up well. I'm just mildly concerned about the Soviet attacks here in the north becoming a problem, but we're set up well for now. For 34%, yeah. This is rapidly becoming a problem. I might have to pull another factory off the line here. I'll pull one off infantry equipment and get it to a full 10 factories for the armored trains. And we'll try to make that happen. Let's finish off these divisions in the north here as quickly as we can, and then hopefully resume the rest of the offensive. But that'll stretch our supply lines even further. So until we've sorted out that train problem and this problem here, there is not and we can't sustain the number of fighters. We are losing a fair amount of planes now, but unless we can sort that, and it's going to be we've got 7. We should be getting more state level AA. This is actually not the Novgorod Vitebsk, so let's prioritize the other ones. Is this still Novgorod Air Zone? What's the Novgorod Air Zone? Novgorod Air Zone. Yeah, this is still Novgorod Air Zone. So this is actually also where we need AA. Yeah, this is all Novgorod Air Zone. So these two need to come up as well to the top. And then hopefully that'll reduce it a little bit. So we'd put them below Pskov. Okay, so let's make that happen. We've got the fighters in the air. I might at some point just abandon naval bombing, because honestly, maybe I'll do that. Honestly, having more fighters might be a better option. Can we design ourselves a better fighter plane? The problem is the lack of aluminium. And that's not something we're ever going to be solving, I think. Not within this run. But we could reduce the okay. I am going to prioritize fighter production at this point. And I'm going to shrink the naval bomber production down a little bit, just to 3. And we'll try to get 2 more factories onto fighters. And that will take precedence. Naval bombers, lowest priority. And there we go. Okay, that looks a bit better. So focus more on fighter production and train production, trying to get our logistics under control. Okay, how's it looking here? These 2 divisions are still moving in, but this one has recovered a little bit. So let's reattempt the assault. Support from the north and support from here. Can we... why not? Where are my reserves? I am supporting the attack. Okay, why is this not working? Okay, now they're coming in. And we've captured a Polish operative. Yep, that's good. And I think we might be able to close that gap here. 35% logistics, and so far it's still just the Yugoslavians assaulting us, but we are starting to run relatively low on... Yeah, here you start seeing that. We're starting to run low on supply on these positions, which is weakening them and will allow them to... oh, the Riga attack has started. It's the French again. And will allow them to eventually overrun these positions if we're not careful. So increased Allied bombing plus increased demand for trains is causing us a lot of problems. And we are still losing trains in Novgorod, not so much in Poland. No trains lost here, no trains lost there. but they're focusing very heavily on Novgorod at this point. So everything into AA and everything into trying to reduce that. Okay. How is it looking here? We've almost managed to... Okay, we do need to keep the assault going, please. In case we are managing to push them out from here, please keep the support going. No, actually, you just support the attack. I think we can't break them just now. Okay, stop. Everybody stop. Dig in. Wait. Wait for these 2 divisions to arrive. And then we'll continue. Don't really have... I mean, we could try to push them here in the south, but there's like 8 divisions here, and we don't have that many ready. But we can try to... We can try to get across the river line with the Marines. How would that look? That would actually work with some support attack, and then we can continue with the Marines north. Actually, that would work. So let's do that. And I think here we can already shrink this line as well from 3 directions. Yeah, we're not doing a lot. We've lost a submarine. Ew. 2 Swedish bombers. I am short on submarines. Please don't sink them. They're just doing training exercises, and I don't have any fighters to spare right now to deal with Swedish bombers. That is an unfortunate reality. So you 2 attack here. And you support that attack from the other side. Is that going to work? And you support the attack from the north. That seems to be working. Okay, let's clean it up as we go, and shrink these positions here. We probably can launch this attack with some support from divisions that are currently not otherwise occupied. You as well. Have we broken them? It looks like we may have broken them here. And we might have broken through there. That would be great. Because that is a fortified position that's otherwise going to be troublesome to break into. The home front is what's worrying me. So our trains are... steadily... Oh, we've lost 20 trains in the past days. Yeah, they are focusing everything they've got here now. And I am not sure if even with maximum AA we can... I'm not sure if we need air detection for the AA to function better. That might be something that I need to do as well. Can we do a radar position here after we're done with the AA? This is gonna take some time. We might throw it in just on the sidelines, and see if that should definitely increase our. Let's give it more mission efficiency. That should definitely increase our interception efficiency as well, and hopefully get us a bit of a better chance. But we are also losing a lot of fighters here, and maybe that'll improve the amount of things shot down by AA a little bit. I mean, we're shooting down a fair amount of bombers. It's just that there are a lot of them, and we need to stop the bleeding on the trains here. Okay, at least that's worked, and we have now encircled these divisions. So let's get everybody here in on the attack who can, and everybody around, please support the assault. And these guys are severely weakened, so we can already close the gap in the north here as well. And these 2 divisions work here. And you keep attacking there. Okay, I think we are cleaning this up at this point, and we've managed to defeat them in the south. All the divisions are moving towards the new front lines, and that will be some major defeats for the Allies, at least on the ground. But unfortunately, in the air, we are still very much struggling. Anything we can research air-wise that would help us with things? Better cannons, not necessarily better engines. I mean, I'll do it. And we'll see if we can do something. Have we... this is... oh, these are our submarines. Submarines still getting attacked by the Swedes here. I might have to stop the... and another naval invasion. I might have to stop the submarine attacks and the submarine training. Yeah, let's stop the training exercises for now. Get everybody repaired who needs to repair, and we'll do that once we have a fighter wing available to deal with the the Swedish naval bombers there. Otherwise, I might lose valuable submarines to that silliness, and that is utterly unnecessary. But for now, let's finish cleaning up this sector here, and I think there's not an awful lot left of them. We've almost got these divisions pushed into their final last stand, into their Alamo. Yep, there it is. And attack from all directions, and I think we've wiped them out. So that means, let's have a look. What was that? We've gotten 13, 26, 30, 40, 40,000, another 20, another 100,000, another 150 odd thousand, 200,000 divisions losses on the Allied side. And obviously from these losses we are capturing a fair amount of equipment. So hopefully, I wish we could capture trains, because trains is the one thing that I am so short on right now, that the logistics bombing in this area is causing so much trouble here. And I think we'll have to stop all operations until that problem is resolved, and hopefully we can make that happen with. In fact, what I'm going to do is I am going to further reduce. I just don't want to lose the line. Further reduce that, and we'll focus as much as we can on fighter planes. So. We'll see where we can get the Mark II Larkers built. I would love to build a more modern plane, but the problem is that the advanced small airframe. Where is it? These are the Larkers advanced small airframe. Costs 4 aluminium, whereas the improved one costs less than that, I think. I think only 3. So this basically doubles the amount of aluminium that we'd need, even though we could make more powerful planes out of it. But for now, we are trying our best to build up state-level anti-aircraft guns to hopefully shoot these bombers down, stop the bleeding. And one thing I'm curious about is how many. Yeah, even the armored trains are getting shredded. So while they have air attack and armor, they are still getting destroyed in large amounts. So I wonder actually how many of these have been shot down by armored trains. I think 8 of them. I think, or 8 and 7. So I think that's actually not worth it, because the armored trains are taking a long time to build. So how about instead we are going to, and don't please tell me I have these researched. Of course I don't have them researched. We could switch them to the war. I would have loved to switch them to the war austerity trains, because the armored trains have a production cost of 105, but they don't do an awful lot under this. And the civilian trains are cheaper. The war austerity trains are even cheaper. So I think what I'm going to do is, given that the armored trains, the thing is that I don't know what the losses are going to be on the armored trains, on the civilian trains. Okay, well, and I'm going to lose the production efficiency. Now we're going to stick with the armored trains. I think we're ramping up production already, and hopefully this will stop. This will stop soon. But anyway, we have made progress. We can, and next episode, I'm going to reorganize the front lines, but I'm probably not yet going to launch any more offensive operations just now, because our logistics are so massively stretched. We can get a couple of positions here back, and we no longer need trucks here. Because we are connecting the railway lines now, and we have the positions. We have the positions here. You need motorized. Not going to help because I don't have any trains, but I can reduce the amount of the motorization levels, and that reduces the amount of trucks needed to make things happen, and hopefully reduces the strain on everything a little bit. So there we are. And this one as well no longer needs motorized. Where are these guys going? Something weird's happened again. Okay. Oh no, they've lost their front line, that's why. And now they're moving back to Russia. No. You get a front line for the next river crossing, which is gonna be potentially somewhere here. So let's put you on the front line here already. 2 divisions, and your assault goal is to cross these river lines. The first is going to get a front line. I think we're just going to keep exploiting. We might try to get another encirclement here going, and keep destroying them. So let's position the first here as well. 6 divisions, 1st Army, and the rest of the divisions can be positioned along the lines. And the target of the first is that line pretty much. And the target of the third from the new front line is going to be the same. We want to take these areas. Okay. And that division also. Okay, we do need to make sure that the 3rd Army divisions here that are currently trucking to the other front lines are getting back to their lines here. And everybody who is not on any front line just right now, please get onto this line as well. So I would like to have all divisions that need to be here to be on their respective front lines. Yeah, they're trucking already in the wrong direction again. Okay, so these 4 divisions. Yeah, we've got 4 divisions, 3rd Army stationed here, and that is held by the rest, and the rest of them is going to 16 divisions on that front line. Okay, so we'll sort that out, but yeah, the focus is going to have to be solving Novgorod. We're actually losing trains here now as well. They just have fighters in the air, so I definitely don't want to have these guys up. You can get back to training missions while you're replenishing your numbers, because some of you have been battered pretty badly. And please do that over friendly airspace, and if you can. Anyway, I think I think that's going to be it for me today. Next episode might be a little bit slower while we are sorting out our logistics bombing problems, focusing on fighter production and getting AA up to hopefully sort this out if we can and get our logistics fulfillment back under control. And then we'll launch more offensives in the north as we go. That's it for me today. Thanks everybody. I will see you next time. Bye bye.